Alrighty then, last video for the screen. Let's make it happen. I'm starting to run out of holes in this drill pattern, so this could be probably the second last video for today, and then there'll be a bit of a break. So right, let's get into it. The last screen. So we've gone through, we've done our drilling screen, we've done the angle of the dangle, we've done the engine stats, we've done the data and logs, we've done all the sort of settings. Final screen, system. So there's a whole heap in here. This is a pretty handy screen, mainly when things turn to shit. So modules, basically there are different modules throughout the rig that control different things and get readings from different sensors. You can go through some of these, you can select them and you can go into them. Basically, if things aren't working, little green lights will become red, and that'll tell you that either a sensor is faulty or there's a faulty cable or something's not working how it should. Levers, you can go through and test all the levers, make sure everything's working, make sure sort of all the signals are going through. Same for all your joysticks and your buttons. Engine stats, if you have any engine faults, like if you if an injector fucks out or something, it'll actually come up in here and it'll say, like, you know, injector 4 fault or something, which does happen every now and then. Event log, this is really handy. So generally when you turn the machine on, it'll say low voltage until you fire it up. That's pretty common. Our little area that we had in a previous video, auto rod handling. So anything sort of significant that happens to the rig, it records it in here, and it records it. It makes like 500 entries or something. So yeah, if the rig ever shuts down for whatever reason and you're not sure what caused it to shut down, the event log is normally the first place that you look. MTU, remote monitoring. Basically, these do come with an additional sort of feature where my boss in his office can jump on a laptop and he will know what time I turned it on, what time I turned it off, how much time I spent drilling, how many meters I drilled, how much fuel I burned, and all that stuff. He'll know all that from his office, and that's through the that MTU function there. So yeah, you might think that I'm out here sort of by myself and that I can do my own thing, but I don't know, Big Brother is watching. So DFTT, I honestly have no idea what that is. I've never used it. I've never been on a rig that's had it working. Rig, same again. If you put a code in, it might show up something here. Nothing there. Guards. So these are all things that can go wrong. So hydraulic or level too low. If the level's too low, it'll actually shut the rig down, right? And you can obviously bypass that if you need to move it. Things like that. If certain modules fail, you can bypass that particular module. And interlocks, and then this is how you would actually go about bypassing them. So you'd have to put the code in, and then these would be selectable, and you could bypass certain things for whatever reason. A common one with this actually is, you come across the interlocks too, hydraulic jack up. So this rig has a rear jack, which is there, and it's basically just a ram that you press it and it pushes the ram down at the back of the machine, and it provides some sort of stability on the arse end. And when that jack leg's down, it actually won't let you move the machine. Otherwise, you'll just end up, you know, plowing the field, so to speak. But if you do want to have the jack leg down and drive the machine, there are certain situations where we want to do that on purpose. Then you can actually come in here and bypass the jack sensor, and then that'll allow the tracks to turn while the jack leg is down, if you require that function. Sensors, again, these are all just different sensors for different things. Tells you what they're reading, what values they're reading. And sensor monitoring, Basically, green is good. If anything comes up yellow or red, then it could be, well, most likely it's some sort of a sensor fault. Service intervals. This one's actually adjustable by the operator, so you can reset that. So say if you know a drill bit will only last you 50 meters, so you don't forget to change the drill bit, you can set that to 50 meters, and then a little light will come on down here saying, hey dickhead, don't forget to change the drill bit. So that's pretty cool. And service intervals, and you can come in here, change the time and date, all that jazz. So that's pretty much it for that screen. Short video, this one. In the next video, we're going to go and cover all the joysticks and controls. At first, it looks like there's a whole heap of buttons here, but once you sort of run through it, all drills more or less do the same thing. So once you go through it, you sort of know what's what. Some of the buttons we don't even use, they're for sort of other drills. So this cabin is a shared cabin that's used across multiple sort of different types of drills by the one manufacturer. But yeah, we'll cover what works on this rig, and it'll all be in the next video, which is where I will see you.